Hey folks, welcome back. David Hubbell here, and it is November the 12th, Sunday. Kind of getting this out late. I'm coming to you from my German beer garden in my backyard here in Mobile, and I'm going to update you on this week's 2023 fall Mirliton season. Not a lot has really changed, but it hasn't gotten worse. It's gotten better. Slightly, but anyway, things have been going according to plan, even though on my end it's not quite as exciting as maybe some other people that we've been following, but some good reports from out in the field, and I'll have some good news to share with you in a little bit, some exciting stuff that somebody shared with us on our page. Let's go check out the vine, and we'll talk a little bit more about it when I get back. There's Galoshes, the Mirliton protecting cat. Anyway, it's week 6 of the 2023 fall Mirliton season here in West Mobile, and the neighborhood creatures are out and about in their vehicles. You hear them making all kind of noises. Anyway, the changes in the plant really haven't changed too much. It's been a nice cool week. It's in the 60s and been overcast. Feels finally like fall. As we looked at some of the things, I am seeing progressively more blooms around here, which is a good sign. In fact, if it focuses somewhat, you can see that should be a female coming on. So this is about where I was hoping to be maybe say 5 weeks ago, but alas, you can see I still got a lot of dead vegetation from the summer heat that I just didn't clean up. But the plants in and of themselves look to be doing fairly decently. I do see a little blemish here and there, but nothing I'm too worried about. My hope at this point is really for things to continue to progress. Galoshes seems to not really want to be part of this episode. Anyway, let's see, checking on the one Mirliton. She's still coming along fairly well, but you can see we've got a few more males coming, and it looks like we may even have a leaf-footed, some of those little creatures who can wreak havoc on plants. So I'm not expecting a lot, as I've said before, this year. We'll go up inside here in a minute and look and see. Still seem to be battling a fair amount of the squirrels and such. But it's just, if plants survive, I should say, then I'll be happy. So we'll go look in there, and I do have some at least encouraging news to report. Maybe not from this backyard, but from somebody else. Inside the Mirliton man cave, as I've let this one part of this vine encroach upon our ferns, just checking it out once again. As we've talked about, didn't have these male flowers 3 or 4 weeks ago like I had hoped to, but nonetheless, I'm happy with what I got. And if I get 1 or 2, at least I can hopefully propagate some more. But even though I'm not doing well here in West Mobile, other than getting some male flowers in the vines, doing okay, we do have some folks in Fairhope, Nancy W., who had some plants from me last year, and she is really doing wonderful. I think she's got close to 2 dozen or so, and she and her husband have been able to keep them going even through the winter last year. So we've learned a lot from her taking care of the plants, and so I'm hoping that, it looks like I got a little female there I didn't see before. I have to go and try to pollinate that, but hopefully we learn from that from her that there may be some benefit to especially if your vines aren't some benefit from her, that especially if your vines aren't really producing are huge or can be covered over the winter time, it may be well worth it, especially if we get a mild enough winter that you can actually keep them going. So we'll see what this year brings. And also Chris C out in Midtown Mobile is doing well too with some of my plants. And I think there's another fellow out here somewhere, maybe in the Theodore area, who's doing well, and he's got a different variety than I do. So I know us, and I think James LeBlanc is doing pretty good with some of his. So it's getting more encouraging. Yields still aren't going to be what we would really like to see, but despite that, there's glimmers of hope. So we'll see. The weather's supposed to be basically cool in the 60s the rest of this week. We got some good rain on Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. Good long steady rain that we really needed. And I think we might get a few days like that here and then the rest of this week. So I'm not going to do much of anything and other than just watch and protect. So hopefully we'll see next week. I see Galoshes has found a nice little hiding spot where he can protect the Mirliton man cave from the evil squirrels. Good job, Galoshes. So there you go, folks. The Mirliton vine is holding its own. We got that one girl, she's hanging on and she's producing, well, not producing, she's growing. And looks like we found another one that I hand pollinated out there. So far, I'm hoping to get two. And I see some more females coming out, so that's a good sign. Don't know how far along they'll actually get. Like I said, any of them I have over 0 is going to be a great thing for me. So my hope is to just simply propagate these and protect what I've got. If mine make it, I'll make those available to people in the Mobile area, only due to the fact that I've already got a list of folks in this area that are looking. But hopefully between Elizabeth and Pensacola and maybe Nancy and Fairhope and then maybe Chris and Mobile, if we are lucky, we'll be able to cover some of the Gulf Coast, well, at least the Alabama, Mississippi Gulf Coast. So anyway, the good news I was going to tell you about is that our friend Barry Angolio over at the Cajun Keto Facebook group has put out, I think we're up to like 6 or 7 Mirliton recipes that he's created this week, and they're keto friendly. And well, I've been sharing them, and he's actually been also sharing some today, some au gratin recipes, some Mirliton chips, like potato chips but made with Mirlitons. There was some shrimp that he had stuffed with Mirliton crab meat. I mean, his stuff looks really good. So you need to check out those recipes. You can find them at mirliton.org on our Facebook group or at the Cajun Keto Facebook group. And tell Barry where you found us or heard about it, and say hopefully you will try some of those recipes. I hope to get some too. Hopefully the grocery stores will make some available for 10 for $1 like they usually do with the imports. Once again, imports are good to eat but not good to plant, and get a chance to experiment with this. This is the time to be doing some Mirliton cooking. So thank you again. Remember, check us out on Facebook at mirliton.org, mirliton.org, or on the internet. And if you have any comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. And please, if you haven't already done so, like and subscribe to the video. And if you would, do me another favor and share the video with your Mirliton loving friends, and maybe consider subscribing to this channel. And one further thing, I've been doing a lot of other videos with my cousin Jeremy Hubbell over at Rainy Cajun, and so we're reviewing a lot of Louisiana type food. So if you have any interest in that, check out the Rainy Cajun. So I know I'm sending you to a lot of different places to check out, but we're all kind of working together, all trying to preserve South Louisiana and the Gulf Coast culture, especially food and vegetable wise. So please check it out, and hopefully this will be all helpful to you, and I will see you next week.